Salisbury steak, Szechuan chicken, beef stroganoff, buttered chicken and spare ribs, tender, savory, sumptuous, and delicious. Meat. You can stew it, grill it, roast of all. You can eat it. We all need to eat, and hopefully we all do it every day. For most of us, meat is a major part of our diets. But how much do we really know about meat? About the impact of meat? Meat, it's good for you, but is it good for the environment? If you're concerned about the health of the environment, I'm going to tell you how you can help by making a slight change to your diet. I'm not here to tell you that you're a bad person for eating meat, but that you can be a better person for eating less of it. What's so bad about meat, you may ask? It's versatile and it tastes good? Flatulence is what's wrong with meat. That's right. This methane produced from this bodily function stays in the atmosphere for up to 15 years, raising the global temperature by trapping heat, and is 20 times more effective as a greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. Nitrous oxide released from manure, it stays in the atmosphere for over 100 years and is 300 times more effective at trapping heat. Cows and the like are major polluters. 1/3 of our ecological footprint is a result of meat and animal products. Meat contributes to more greenhouse gas than transportation. Eating one less serving of meat would be the equivalent of taking 5 million cars off the road. That's right, just one less serving. You may think that you don't really eat that much meat, but in developed countries, we're the greatest consumers of meat. We consume 224 grams a day, whereas in Africa they consume 31 grams. If we all reduce the amount of meat we ate, the land that is currently used for grazing could be used to grow crops for greener fuel or to feed more people. And with the population reaching 9 billion by 2050, we definitely need more food. Meat takes up a lot of resources, and by cutting back on meat, we will create more space for plants to grow. They then will also contribute to reducing our impact on the planet because plants absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen. About 15 million square kilometers of land would be saved. Another thing to consider, eating less meat would save the world $20 trillion on the cost of fighting climate change. On an individual level, it can save you hundreds of dollars a year. Just imagine all the things you can be spending that money on. If that's not inducement enough, consider the state of your health. We should all be aiming to live healthy lives, but excessive meat consumption may be undermining our efforts. Make no mistake, meat provides us with protein, which is an essential part of our diets. But too much of good thing is no good for you. By reducing the amount of meat we eat, we can reduce our chances of heart disease and cancer. So live longer, healthier lives. Put down the steak and step away from the meatloaf. You may not believe that global warming is real, but that should not stop you from helping yourselves. We can make Canada healthy again, one meal at a time. Maybe you have thought, what is it that I can do to help the environment? I can't change trading laws. There's only so much I can recycle. I'm already taking public transportation, or I can't afford a hybrid car. It is daunting to consider when we consider the limitations of what we can do. But what if something as simple as what you chose to eat could change the world? Would you do it? It's not hard, I promise. All you have to do is make a conscious effort. Veganism and vegetarianism is a turn-off for most people. But you don't have to stop eating meat, you only have to eat less of it. Every time you pass on the meat dish, whether out with friends or at home, congratulate yourself. You're helping to save the world. You can be a factor for change. Feel empowered. You don't have to be a superhero or leave the state of the future or environment up to the government. You can be the change you want to see. To save the forest, eat less meat. To combat global warming, eat less meat. To improve your health, eat less meat. To save money, eat less meat. To solve world hunger, eat less meat. I'm Anisha Wesley, and I want you to eat less meat, and I hope that I've at least given you some food for thought.